Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hellblade Senua Sacrifice. This is your boy Karagol Gaming, and you know how we do things around here. Now, while I was editing, I think I figured out how to solve this issue that we ran into at the end of last episode. I'm just gonna hope that none of our progress got reset, because it kind of looks like it did. Is that right? Do we have to do the X again?
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path.
Yeah.
Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Well, that's good to know that it resets. Luckily, it wasn't that hard to get this one. Now, while I was editing... Wait, do I have to listen to this again?
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The North warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire, slain loves Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
And the worst part is I think I looked dead at it while I was playing last time, but I was focusing on other parts. You know, sometimes I'm actually zooming in on the solution, but I'm looking at the pillars and minor details. I'm not really looking at the... Where is this S you're talking about? I'm not seeing the fucking details, man. Okay. Ah! See it. Got him. Alright, so one more. What are we working with here? Was this a door? It is not. It's a face.
Oh, Senua. Your father does not hate me. He just fears the souls in the underworld. He cannot see that they are already afraid. But I am their healer, and I must answer their cries for help, even if it displeases him.
I see. Doesn't look like we can do anything else here, so let us shimmy on back. Seriously, Ninja Theory, if the next game you make, because you got me excited right now, this game is freaking amazing, it feels great. If the next game you make is a disappointment, I'm gonna be so freaking pissed, dog, I'm not even, woo! Okay, so we have two options here. I can go down or up. Let me try up first. Hey! There it is. That's interesting. All three of these symbols were based off of those two things up there. Creative. I like it. I fucks with it. Now, what is... Do we kick this down? So where exactly am I now?
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh. And her face, menacing and grim.
Right. I have to admit I forgot the controls to the combat, so it's gonna be a very interesting first battle. I hope the game starts off pretty easy now. Give me a little scrub or two. Let me get acquainted with the controls again. Feels like I should battle around here. Come on now.
The gate.
Source of darkness.
It's opening. It's coming. That song again.
Is it?
It's Hella.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
What the fuck? Is this Attack on the Titans or some shit?
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Oh my god. Yo, you can't tell me this game is not dope.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
It's interesting that the audio and the subtitles did not match up there, but
When you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined. Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, song.
It's the song. It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it. She can
Don't give up.
Dillian. It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Maybe this
Do you still believe in me, Shannon?
No, it's not. It's a trick. She knows he's here. It's a trick. He's already dead. He knows he's here. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Dillian.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Yeah, this is getting pretty heavy, man. We're gonna need to find a new weapon for you, Senua.
There it is. You're imagining things. It's Dillian. He's gone. You were so slow. How could you? Keep going. How could you? Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it wasn't. He tricked you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
You can do it.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that.
Ow.
Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
I see you. Just keep an eye out for faces or lore stones or whatever. Seems like we can go that way. I don't believe I missed anything over here. It seems to me we have to go that way. Yep. And then this little piece should lead me to a lore stone, hopefully. Or a face.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. because the whole ocean is your home. And it does not ask you to swim against it.
Already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind. There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Swordplay under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. Her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
That's all you got? Maybe I should have interacted with the gate first so that we could have
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? That night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
what happens? Don't hold out on me now. What? It's a pretty big spot.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan. One that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Alright, what do we have here then? No symbols? Okay. Was a bit of a waste then. Let's just beeline it to the tree then. Maybe Dillion can show us our new weapon. Now, I don't like the fact that the rod is to my elbows now. Man, I could have avoided at least 3 or 4 deaths. At least! But even if we were to get our save file wiped out...
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him,
I would easily play through it again.
perfecting her own secret dance. Wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
No, it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Don't you freaking it's real? You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
Odyssey so effortlessly caught the world in bliss. If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it. Just like he does.
It's the first time we see her smile.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillion. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. that there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
They won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here!
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone!
You will die here.
No!
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
By the tree. Can you see him? You want to believe it, but he's not real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Dillian?
Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise,
Whoa.
she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Another one of those blank ones we can't interact with, I think. That makes 2 of them. I'm assuming we're gonna have to get our weapon first. If we get a weapon from this tree here. That looks a bit creepy. Take it, don't take it.
Imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the
Oh
shard.
god.
The shard. Find it. It's the metal
I see.
runestones.
So if I try to interact with it, nothing happens.
The runes. You need that sword.
Wizard gets scolded by angry spirits.
Behind the shards.
Alright.
Where is it? Find it. There it is. Focus.
I'm focusing like a motherfucker, man. Come on now.
Use your eyes. Look.
Uh-oh.
Get closer. What can you see? Go to it.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes, and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
I feel like we missed a lore stone down there.
Turn back. Why would he bring her here? It's not safe here.
Is that where we started from?
It's so dangerous.
Or is that indeed a lore stone that we have missed?
Never bring you here. Dillian would never do that. He would never risk her life. He cares about her too much. He loves her. He does. It's not Dillian, it's a trick. He loves her.
Well, let's see what we got here.
Don't go in
Holy
there.
shit.
Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Are you kidding me?
Who's there?
What? What is going on?
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice of the dead? Not Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's
Am I going the
getting
wrong
further
way?
away. Have you lost him? You're going the wrong way. Are you lost and have you lost him?
Turn left.
Where are you? Turn left.
Come on.
Right. Over this way. What was that? This way. Follow this way.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
That's great. Interesting to note, we can't jog anymore. I hear someone.
Don't touch the walls. You don't know what they might
What?
do. Turn back. She has to keep going. It's not safe here. She has to keep going. If you go down there, no one can
Why
see
did that fucking get lit?
scary.
Do we have to follow the... What do you mean don't touch the walls?
Find another way. It's not working. You have to use your mind. Where can you go? You're failing. Find another way. Think. Focus. use your mind. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again. Think clearly.
Oh,
you
no.
have to find another way. There has to be another way.
Oh no. Shit. Okay. Let's try to make sense of this shit.
I can hear him.
Himself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Will this trigger something? No. Okay.
The voice is getting louder. Listen, Dillian. Listen. It's him. Listen. It's getting louder. There he is. You're getting closer. Keep going. Senua, follow the voice. You're nearly there. Dillian's voice. It's him. He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him. It's not him. It's not him. We told you. We told you it was a trick.
I see, so this was the wrong way. I hope it didn't reset everything. What? I'm clearly going the wrong way here. What?
You don't recognize it? Don't doubt yourself, you'll never find it. She doesn't recognize it. Yes, you do, you know where you are. She doesn't. Listen for his voice, listen. Dillian, where are you? Listen for his voice. Dillian, she can't hear it. Doesn't sound like Dillian anymore. What's happening? It's not him, it can't be. What's that sound? The voice is changing. What? That's not Dillian.
Within the burial mound, Hervor calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said,
What
she
the
reminds
fuck?
me of you.
What? Oh no. Wait. It sounds like it's getting faint. I might be going the wrong way. This has to be the right way. Nice.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
I don't like this.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Uh-oh. This shit. Fuck that. I don't want to go that way.
Does everything look the same? Looks the same. Something's different.
Some
Look for clues.
What is it? What's different? There's a clue.
the pattern on the shield. What? That one is different, and this one is as vibrant as the one we were in right now, so...
Light the torch. Light it. Look for the torch. Light it.
It'll help you
Light
see.
the torch. The torch been lit. Now this one.
Where are we? She has no idea. We're going round in circles. You have fallen in.
You think that sound is Dillian's voice? It's a trap.
You've walked right into their house.
They have the same.
It all looks the same.
Looks the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
Okay. What is the fucking clue? Do we have to do it a set amount of times?
Let her think. No. No, don't let her think. Space. She just... No. She doesn't
Think, don't listen to them.
She needs us. She needs us to help her.
Think clearly. What do you need to do?
She needs us.
What do you do?
We need to tell her what to do.
Another strategy.
She needs to think. She needs to think. She needs...
You're lost forever.
What are you gonna do when the torch runs out?
Wander around until it gets dark, and then what will you do?
Will you save yourself? There's nothing.
To claim you again.
Nothing you can do.
Stop it. I don't know what to do. Are you fucking kidding me? You have to go back. What happens then? What? Wait, it's different. It's different now. Why is that different? What? This shit is trippy, dog. And that one doesn't even have anything on it. That one's different. What the hell? I'm gonna go ahead and say this one because this one has a pattern that we have never seen before. Where the fuck am I now? What? Oh, I'm at the beginning! What the fuck? Okay. If my ass is on a timer right now, we dead. We are beyond dead. You're talking about details, I don't know. What type of details are they talking about? Okay, so swords were on... Two swords were on the left side the other time. This time around it's on the right side. Is it something like that? Wait, no way. This is the beginning again. Unfucking believable. How did that happen? Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. Gonna do it like this. This leads to the beginning, somehow. We're looping again. No fucking way are we looping again. That is so fucking trippy. Shit. What's over here? Make some sound. Can't get a good grasp. God damn it! Okay, so we're back here again. That's great and all, but... What the fuck? This is new. What? This is certain fucking death.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Just took fucking forever.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving!
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Alright. Oh god.
You did it, but there's more. There's more.
Yeah.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
I think this is a pretty suitable spot to call it an episode. Next episode, we're gonna take care of the next shard, as they call it. Until then, this has been your boy Karagol Gaming. I'm out of here. Love y'all, and deuces.